Everyone has a story. Pay close attention. The author doesn't miss a moment. His hand is in everything. How do I know? Well, this is my story. In the days of King Xerxes, his kingdom was everywhere, and it was huge, and he was so pompous, and so he gathered everyone together for a feast. And he goes, "Wow, serve all the wine and get everyone drunk, 'cause I'm amazing, and the Greeks will bow to me. Huzzah! Come, send for my wife. I want to look at her beauty, and she needs to be subservient to me, 'cause I'm the king." And so they send for Queen Vashti. And she comes out, and she's like, "No." And then Carcass is like, "Pardon me, my queen?" And she's like, "I won't do it. He's the son of a stable boy. I'm a true queen." And then she leaves. And then the king's like, "Where's my wife?" And then she's not coming. Ah, I'm so upset. And then Memucan's like, "May I suggest something? All Persian wives, they must comply. Once and for all, everybody knows that pride comes before the fall." And this is where our story begins. And so the heralds are like, the king edict, all wives need to be subservient to their husband. Meets Mordecai, and Mordecai's like, "Oh, you're a great student. You're an excellent teacher. Lord, we bless your name. Your promises we name." And it goes, "Oh, I'm not gonna make it." And then she goes and gets captured because another edict gets taken in place. And then she goes to a harem, and then a guy named Haggai comes and prepares for her and then Xerxes is like, "Oh, I lost the war," and he's all upset. Esther goes and she entrances him, and then she becomes the queen, and then Governor Haman gets put in, and he's the snake in the garden, and then he causes havoc and wants the Jews to be killed and sends out an edict, and it's in place. Everything that's sealed with the king's ring can't be unchanged. And so they're like, "Oh, what do we do, Lord? Oh, we cry out to you. Sacrifices." And then Esther's like, "I'll go to the king and plead for my life." And the king extends his scepter, and she's like, "Banquet." And then they go to the banquet, and then it doesn't work because Haman gets Xerxes drunk. And then Xerxes has a dream by God's providence, and then he reads the chronicles of the night that he was betrayed, which I forgot to say. And then it's like, "Mordecai, oh, Mordecai," and he gets run parade through the street. And then Esther is the second banquet, and she tells the plot to kill the Jews. And then Xerxes is like, "Oh, Haman, you snake, impale Haman." And then they make another edict that the Jews can defend themselves, and then they do, and then laughter and celebrating. Yahweh! King gets pompous, and queen disobeys him and leaves, and then he gets mad and puts out an edict that all women have to obey him, and then he misses her, and then is like, "Oh, well, I'll just pick a wife," and then captures Esther, and Esther goes in to get prepared to be the queen, and then she goes to him, and then they fall in love, and then she becomes the queen, and then Haman, they send for Haman because Xerxes doesn't know how to run his kingdom, and then the snake enters the garden, and then Mordecai overhears the plot to kill Xerxes by his 2 bodyguards, and then Haman gets promoted, and then the edict comes out that all Jews need to be killed. And then they're like, "Oh, banquet," but the first banquet doesn't work, and then it's found out that Mordecai helped, and then Mordecai gets paraded around the town, and then the second banquet happens, and then it works, and then Xerxes has Haman impaled, and then a new edict is formed where all Jews are able to defend themselves after the edict that all Jews need to be killed on the 13th of Adar, and then they do defend themselves, and then it's a day of feasting and glorious celebration. Yahweh! Guy loses wife. Guy wants new wife. Guy meets new wife. Guy needs someone to run country. Someone to run country betrays the Jews, and the Jews send for the wife, and the wife pleads for her people, and then the people are able to defend themselves. Yahweh.
So what was the same? You got 9, 8, 7.
Where would a flourish?
6, 5, 4.
Hanessa. Esther becomes queen, and she pleads for her people's life after they've been betrayed, and it works. Yahweh. God delivers his people through Esther.
Right.